Hello, students. As you are all aware, we have been talking for the last couple days about Andrew Jackson, our seventh president. We've looked a little bit at his personal background. We've looked a little bit at some of the actions he had rising up to the presidency, and then we've looked at some of the decisions he's made as our seventh president. Today, your assignment, I think, is quite an exciting one. As you are all probably aware, if you follow some current events, we all know that modern politicians and our current president use Twitter to communicate back and forth with basically people in the United States and around the world. We're going to assume basically the position of Andrew Jackson's Twitter page in this assignment, and we're going to pretend as if Andrew Jackson had a Twitter page, and you will be taking over that account. This is actually a assignment where, like I said, you guys will be taking over the Twitter page and responding as if you were Andrew Jackson himself. There are a couple objectives that go along with this. Number one, you guys are going to find this assignment in your Google Classroom, which all of you guys already have access to. You've already been logged in, you know how to use it, so you're going to be able to show me that you know how to navigate to it, get to the assignment, complete the assignment on Google Classroom, and then submit it back in there. You're also going to demonstrate to me that you guys have an understanding of the choices and the effects that Andrew Jackson made as president. And that's going to be the biggest part of basically the assignment, showing me that you understand what he did, the effects of it, and why he did it, and a little bit of his personality. As you guys go through, and I'm going to show you the assignment here in a second, what's going to happen is this. You guys are going to essentially look at the Twitter page. I have a few fake tweets that have been made up by either a group or an individual that's written about a topic that's going to relate to Andrew Jackson's presidency. And I'll show you guys what those tweets are here in a second. You guys are going to look at those, and then you are going to make up a fake response back that does a couple things. All right, you got to remember, number one, Twitter has a 280 character limit, so you'll notice when you guys fill these in, there is a limit on it, on the space, because Twitter also has a limit. So you do have to be concise to the point and get across your message in a shorter amount of space. I want you to be creative. I want you to be unique with your answers. That makes it a lot more fun for us to read later, for me to grade. Use hashtags, throw an ad at a person or a group that you want to mention, do things like that. But there are two big parts that you have to remember for this assignment, and this is where the grade comes. From when I grade this, I'm going to look at all your tweets, and you're going to get 2 points per tweet, and it's going to go as follows. You're getting 1 point for basically being historically accurate. So if you make up something that's not historically accurate, that Andrew Jackson did not do, you're not going to get that point. And you have to retain the perspective of Andrew Jackson. That's going to be the second point. So if you do something, if you write something that would absolutely not be something that would go along with Andrew Jackson's personality, that wouldn't make any sense with what we've learned about him, then you would also not gain that point. And like I said, each tweet is worth 2 points. So let's go ahead and go in and actually look at the Google Classroom assignment, and let's look at the actual tweets a little bit. So here you can actually see the Andrew Jackson Twitter account that I've created for you guys, that I've assigned in Google Classroom, that you'll be able to access. You can see the tweets right here. I've got the first one, civil servant, not civil servant. You can look at the example. They basically tweeted out, "I can't believe you fired me and replaced me with one of your hashtag followers. So stupid." And then right below it is an Andrew Jackson Twitter box that is empty and blank, and that you're actually going to be filling in. So you'll be able to click on this. You'll be able to actually type in basically your response, and then that'll automatically say being Google, and then at the very end you'll be able to submit that back to me when you're all done with all of them. Down here I've got wealthy socialite at Rich and Well Born, great inauguration party, hashtag sarcasm, Jackson's followers trash the at White House, why did we ever let the common man vote? Obviously you want to think of a response, and basically go with, we've talked a little bit about this. What would he say? What would Andrew Jackson say? What would he do? what would be some of the things he'd write back to wealthy, socialite, rich, and well-born, and then it goes on, so on and so forth. And you'll see that there are essentially 2 pages of this, and there are 6 total tweets that go out to Andrew Jackson and that you must respond back to. As I said before, when you are done, you'll submit this back on Google Classroom so that I can grade it and then send it back to you. And if you have any questions or concerns, obviously reach out to me on either Google Classroom or through my email. Thanks.